What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast and Review. Guys, thank you so much for clicking on tonight's video. What's up? Good evening. What is up, Michael Von Myers, brother? We are still, we are trudging through what's on our plate, and we are absolutely getting through it. Guys, if you can, smash a like on the video.
That's right.
Okay? Subscribe if you haven't already. MLP, A Minute Detail. Amber, what is up, everybody? Brofist. Mailman, long time no see. Good evening.
Michael, you and your family have been in our
prayers. We are
Yeah.
praying for you, brother.
Yeah.
That's an awful situation, and we're getting on it.
Yeah.
But so it's absolutely unspecified times. Number who knows what at this point. And so yeah, we just went through, and I mean, there was just a lot of mayhem before us.
Right.
Just going through and looking through stuff. And I know you may not know exactly what I'm talking about because a lot of it isn't necessarily mainstream news. A lot of stuff isn't,
Right.
it just, radio silence from the legacy media. And, yeah.
But it's interesting too because, we're kind of offered this, I don't know, privileged, position of being able to see these things because I've seen articles this week that,
and this isn't fear mongering.
No,
this isn't fear
no.
porn. This channel's goal is to see with realistic eyes,
right,
and logically, truth, logic, common sense,
and hopefully try to downplay.
And this is about preparing and
right,
what we're doing about it. You know what
yeah.
I mean? And these episodes are really the episodes where we look at the crazy and document it.
Yeah,
and
just in case you didn't know,
right.
I didn't know that it was so bad that, gas stations because it's not just one season, twosies occurrences. Like they're happening widespread, and then and then think about all the times that things like this are happening and not getting documented because
right.
there's still people out there that don't immediately reach for their phone when something is happening.
Amen.
So I don't know, just interesting. But we do think it's important to kind of be aware of things that are going on because we're in a day and age where you have to question how much real truth you're getting in the articles anyway.
Spicy times.
Right, exactly. So really what we're doing is just, talking, discussing, hey, did you see this? Well, be aware, pick it apart where you can and pray about everything. So.
That's right, Michael. That's right, man. Ian, what's up? Good to see you from the good part of Oregon. Yeah, so how's it going in your neck of the woods,
Yes.
Right. Because, it's, we got the new rooster.
Oh, yes.
Buckbeak. I just woke up one morning and I hopped on Facebook Marketplace looking for the deals, and a notification popped up for one of my local, poultry groups, and I clicked it, and I went over there, and I started scrolling. I saw buckbeak,
right,
and she was like, he's starting to crow at 4 a.m. So they were good folks, and apparently I beat everyone else.
Yeah, that's right. He did not crow at 4 a.m. He's got just such a cute little.
He's sweet, but salty. It's either Salty Cat on commented that if he's younger than the rest of the flock, that they won't respect him.
Right, which he's kind of in that sweet spot. He's younger than the older flock, but
he's younger than the first 12
right.
that are in the shed,
right,
or the coop, but he's still older than the new flock in
right.
the garage, or
That's
the
right.
brooder.
That's right.
So it was a summer of love. It was. What's up, J Tree? Good to see you, brother. Tammy Reed, good to see you. Well, so new rooster, we're putting out videos of little projects we're doing.
That's
we're
right.
really trying to ramp that up. So, I'm sorry if you guys don't like it, but that's what we got to do.
Right.
That's definitely what I'm being called to do.
That's right. Because as much as we love being on the show, we love the show, but we love being here and chatting with y'all, but there's got to be a balance in every single thing. You can't ignore the news completely because we're called to be watchers, but you can't stay into it all the time because,
we all do our checks.
That's right.
Right. So, unless you're on a break from social media, or YouTube, whatever it is. You know, we all wake up, we watch that video, whichever video gets you into it. That, you know, some of us, I have like a lineup of folks, you know, whether it's Boots on the Ground from Southern Prepper 1. I try to avoid Canadian Prepper at this point.
Right.
You know, that guy's got like motive to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's doing videos, high production videos of zombies coming to get him in his warehouse full of zombie gear. You know?
To each their own. But
Yeah, I'm not hating on him,
right,
but I
it's just
avoid his
kinda-
stuff because I don't want to sit and listen to the guy talk about stuff in his Tesla.
Right.
You know, and
You don't-
that's why you see us making videos. So you would find me in my disabled state after my heart attack watching videos of what's coming down the pike, and you know that's what I do. I wake up, I drink my tea, I start looking at news and info of what's coming out, what's going on from
Right.
different folks, all kinds of folks, different reports, and like Boots on the Ground.
That's right.
And so Canadian Prepper used to be one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I really woke. I was like, these experts he keeps bringing on. I was done with it. I was like, all right, he's not. And that's why you're seeing the videos popping up of us doing different projects. Right. That's instead of us watching folks fear porn about it. That's why we're posting videos
that's
of
right.
improvements, homesteading.
Right.
You know, just good old general country folk.
That's right.
Random.
Because realistically, we don't need. That's why I like Boots on the Ground, because that's talking about what's happening. This is what people are reporting right now. We don't really need anybody sitting here telling us what they think is going to happen. If you want a spoiler alert, just go on over to that last chapter in the good book.
Yeah, that's right.
And they'll tell you everything. It'll tell you exactly what's coming, you know.
Do a verse by verse study of Revelations.
Right.
The first 11 books.
Now it's a perfect season. You know, you want to get a little.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No. So, yeah. You know, watch out if you start seeing some. You know, I might start talking about anything, man. You know,
right.
And watch out for game camera, trail camera
That's
footage.
Right. That's right.
Because we're still trying to find our predator.
Yes.
And
now,
Predator. I quit watching Canadian Prepper 2 a while back. What's up, Ashes? Good to see you.
Boots on the Ground is a daily. Yep,
Boots on the Ground is a daily.
I appreciate the overall, you know, he's like, he's what
a genuine,
it is.
Yeah.
But he wants good. He don't want anybody to be scared. And then he offers, you know, like, hey, here's what you can do.
He's honest, and you can tell.
Yep.
And he's not necessarily. He has things that you could
right.
buy, but I'm talking about Southern Prepper 1. He's not necessarily selling you on anything.
That's right.
You know, generally, and it's not his updates. It's stuff that people
right.
sent him that he vetted.
Which is so funny because when things were, I don't remember how long ago it was, but there was one where he was like so prepped in my head. One episode he came out and was like, okay, well, you guys, you know, prepping, you're going to have to figure out how to dig a grave. It's just inevitable. And I was like, come on, be for real. Like, nobody's here thinking about grave digging in the survival, you know, yet. Like, nobody's on that level. But, you know, hey, it was the truth.
No, that's just on, like, what level prepared are you? Some people
right.
are fortunate enough to either have family land and whatnot, and then the state law allows you to pick a plot on your own land where
right.
you can be buried.
Right. That's right.
And so I just, you know, but I hear what you're saying. Jason, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. MLP says, I stopped watching Canadian Prepper as well. He's always selling something or pushing something. Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's totally, and he's got a motive, you see? He's got all that stuff to sell. He's got to get rid of that and make money. He's got that Tesla to pay for now. Anyway. I always liked him. I've liked his content. I think he's got some cool stuff. I'm not saying anything negative. You know, I like the guy. I like his stuff.
Right. I was going to say, I think he's got actually some good information there. He's just really trying to hit home.
We have to be careful, though, how much we're over inundating ourselves with stuff like I'm going to show you here tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm getting my excuses in there early. We love you guys, and thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Hypocrisy hour. We'll just call it the hypocrisy hour.
It's a hypocrisy hour. I'm trying to tell you that this is not fear porn. We're not... you know, fear mongering. This isn't us trying to get you scared or anything like that. We love you and we want you to be prepared.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
right.
vigilant. you know.
Because if you're here in the States, you do still have the blessing of being able to defend yourself, So think about it,
That's right.
maybe be aware, and that doesn't have to be in the form of a gun.
That's right.
There are other means of defending yourself, whether that be pepper spray, taser, a knife. You have to look at your own state laws and see what is and isn't legal in that department. But I'm just saying that, like, hey, maybe that's not been something you've really thought was necessary, but maybe you see these and think, well, chances are I won't run into this, but man, wouldn't it be nice to have something if I did?
That's right. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I learned
Exactly.
that from watching Predator when I was a kid. All right. They looked at the chick that had like dual wielding Berettas and they were all like snazzy. She's like, I'd rather have it than not need it.
Right.
So, but Jason says, I feel like when prepper channels blow up big, they lose sight of the goal and focused on being salesmen. I agree with you, and I wanted to reaffirm what you said by saying that, they just kind of laugh to the bank where they're like, capitalism, ha ha ha, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I love the guy from Atlas Survival Shelters. That guy's got a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But for those of you who may know who he is, I love the guy.
Right.
But like, I think he needs a non-boomer
Yeah, that's all he
editor
needs.
or
He
someone
needs,
who can help him out because his company got firebombed from a competitor. That's what I assume. And he assumes the same thing. So if you go watch the saga on what's going on with that.
He's spot on, okay? Because look, before, I don't know if you remember, and I don't remember the dates, but the first time I ever heard about him, he was getting on, and he's very high energy. And so, like, he comes off. That's what
I love the guy, though.
Yeah, like, absolutely. But he's so high energy, it can come off in a weird way. But he was on, and he was talking about how, like, oh my gosh, these other people this other company is doing shelters using propane.
Well,
And that,
not just that. Like
it'll blow up.
Like they say they're selling you a bunker that's like
super
safe. That's what a bunker should be, right?
Right, but in reality they're using propane, and I told the guy that you're gonna get yourself blown up.
You can't use propane.
Turns out the guy he told you're gonna get yourself blown up, like a few weeks later, got blown up in a bunker. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was. But he's just another
one of those guys that's like, because I don't know
19.
if you know the sales end on how much money this guy makes. You know what I mean? And he has like I mean, I don't know. I heard that he was living at his warehouse for a little while, and that's where he shoots all his videos and stuff too. So it's like, you only live at your warehouse. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would have thought a guy with a bunker would have like a ranch and all kinds of stuff. Maybe he does, but that's just another one of those, like, whenever someone starts to make it big, it's like they just excuse it. I'm talking about the people say they change with, I don't know. You look at different folks, and I didn't even know we'd be talking about this.
They're right.
You know what I mean? But anyway, you laugh to the bank, and it's like, capitalism, right?
Right.
Capitalism, right? Which, of course, I'm not saying anything negative against capitalism, because that's what I'd be saying.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Capitalism, rather have it than not. You know what I mean?
The
for real.
That cute Bernie Sanders chick that was like "Okay Boomer," that made the "Okay Boomer" popular, and she's like "Eat the rich," and then she became rich, and she's like, "I still say eat the rich," but then it took a dirty meaning. No, never mind. What was it? She still said "eat the rich," but she was just like, "I'm just one of them now."
Yeah. Gross.
So anyway.
Gross. He has a house in Cali and Texas. Oh, I believe it, because he's always on a flight. He's always on a plane.
Who?
The guy from Atlas.
Oh.
He's speaking of prepping, I got a close friend in Florida that is about to get hammered by the hurricane. I'll keep y'all posted on what's happening there. Boots on the ground there, boarding up windows, etc.
Good. I hope they are.
We've got video of the sewage system being overwhelmed in Miami here in a little bit. Let's hop into that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. And I don't know if y'all watch Cletus McFarland, but if you're looking for a little de-stress, that's a good redneck time, okay?
De-stress channel.
And so, but anyway, he does his little jet boat, and the rivers in, like, where's he live by? Tampa or Clearwater?
Bradenton.
It was already the water was already very high. So like this will be, praying, different point being just, praying for everybody in Florida.
That's my style, Tammy. I love that. I try to watch channels that have simple old ways of doing it yourself and living on a dime style.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
That's my motto, man. Do the best you can with what you got.
That's why sometimes we'll do a video and I'm like, should we put that? Because that was terribly redneckified but yeah, that's where we're at, guys. It's
man, you gotta do.
We either gotta do it the redneck way or the no way, because
Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to Unspecified Podcast. Unspecified Times. This is a Mayhem and Muck review. Okay, so forgive us, guys. This isn't fear mongering. Okay, this is just.
That's right. Last thing I'm going to say on the last topic. I've got chic taste on a shack budget, you might say. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good one. Y'all noticing gas going back up in your area?
No, actually, it's $2.96 a gallon right here.
It just dropped again.
Yeah,
like it dropped from the 3s to the $2.99, then again.
Right, I tell my family, and they're like, "What?" But I suspect that is because of the hurricane season and impending hurricanes and all that.
Right.
So if we were smart and capable, we would fill up now.
Well, right. We would be prepping way more than we are, but at the moment we're just going with God, and we're praying, yep, working with Him, and it's not like we don't have a couple cans of peanut butter and whatnot on standby. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we are prepped. Right. And
that's right.
We'll do the best we can with what we've got. But Ashes, I agree. Ryan Hall, that's my weather dude. That's right. That's my weather dude. And I've got and just to we don't have everything pulled up like we wanted to for this point that we were gonna make. But Ryan Hall this morning showed that it looks like there's a theory going on that some of the troughs from the north, the Arctic troughs that come in from the north.
We're supposed to wake up with a cold front.
And these troughs are coming down, and they're going to tear Ian apart. They're going to wipe Ian off as a storm.
So literally,
I mean, it's just possible.
Right.
And the point that he wanted to make is that he went back and checked all the historical models, and that a storm like this, Category 2, Category 3, had never been
reported where it just came and was taken out.
Usually they get they hit and cause damage, but you would have to watch the video. I suggest you watch Ryan Hall's
watch the video, but
update.
To me, that sounds like answered prayers.
That sounds like answered prayers. That sounds like
that
divine
sounds like
protection.
God moving. That's
God. Amen. 100%. All right, getting into the meme, the Mayhem and the Muck. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, I'm sure you've seen this, but I wanted to go over it with you guys. Okay, so this is a large group of, says criminals, ransacked a Wawa store tonight in Philadelphia. But this is, of course, 2 nights ago. Okay, it sounds like absolute
chaos.
Yeah, man, but the voices that I'm hearing screaming sound like I know y'all gonna call me crazy, but looking at this with spiritual eyes or spiritual ears, the screams sound like tormented, demonic, on another level. This is more than turning up.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh crap! It's serious. The twerk is out.
Oh, the twerk is twerking.
The twerk of death.
Oh no! Oh man!
All right.
This chick is my favorite.
I know.
Y'all gonna make my sandwich?
Right, and he's like, "I'm about to walk out," and she's like, "Okay, but before that." That's what I imagine she goes on to say.
I was hungry. You're gonna leave me here in this chaos with no sandwich? I only
came here for the sandwich, and now I'm at risk. And I feel like I should maybe just get the sandwich,
I'm walking out it's gonna be a little while.
Okay,
but look, it's like the apocalypse out here. Please, this last sandwich would be all I need. Okay.
Okay, but I don't want to stay here forever, and I'm concerned. So I just need a sandwich. Look, I'll make it myself. Just.
Okay, well, y'all hurry up and walk out. Where's
I'm not with them.
where's the
Can I
mayo?
please just have my sandwich, Kelly?
Where's the
said.
mayo? And then they go outside. Even more pandemonium. Like, it just
That's
sounds
creepy.
exponentially crazier out here.
Okay, but
It's like a frequency or something. Like, because it's like frenzy-esque, mob-ish mentality. You'll have to forgive me. I'm an idiot. You guys know that. I mean, I don't want to claim that I'm an idiot, but you guys, you know, I'm not, like, highly educated here. I'm just going based off as a dude. And I'm like, what the? It's like it's weirder outside than it was inside. And it seems like there's more people. Or is it the same amount spread out?
I'm just a dude living in insanity.
Yeah.
Anyway, wait. If you look at this with eyeballs, like, okay, what was that movie? This Is the End. Where, like, imagine you're just going to a party or just going to hang out with a friend on an average everyday night, and then something crazy
Is
happens.
this the party these days?
Well, yes. I think that lockdowns created in some people
Lockdowns as well as
I think
the
it
summer of
caused
love.
anxiety, almost anxiety or some sort of like PTSD where like I think that people have a real issue being bored. And so like the thought of being home bored again, I don't know, I think that it really upsets people, but whatever it is, we're definitely seeing a rise in anxiety and all that kind of stuff, but
Perhaps even demonic.
imagine, if you will, that this is on a mass scale and it's everywhere and like people are just going crazy and you have to navigate through this and it's everywhere.
Oh,
That's
okay.
creepy, okay? And I'm not trying to, I'm just saying that like that makes me think of what was that Brad Pitt movie, the World War Z, like where everybody just goes crazy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I don't even mean zombies. I'm talking like just out of fear, terror, whatever is going on. Things are crazy and you have to navigate through that, and that's I don't know that I don't like that. That freaks me out a little bit. It makes me want to lock my door.
Nah, that's just Phil being Philly.
That's just Philly being Philly.
That's just Philly being Philly, baby.
Philly gonna Philly. Well,
Philly gonna Philly, man.
it's supposed to be brotherly love.
Huh?
It's supposed to be like brotherly love.
All right, then. You say that's just Philly being Philly. Then is this just New York being New York?
Yes, instantly and without question.
I thought that was illegal. I thought you couldn't do this here. I didn't know you could have that there.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. I know it looks like a gun, but really it's just a lighter.
New York City is a real-life GTA lobby. Man, I don't even know what that means anymore because when I played GTA, the lobby was at the hotel. You know what I mean? I don't even know what you're talking about.
No. You see, this isn't a weapon. This is a lighter that's just on the fritz a little bit.
That is possible to catch a city bus on fire. Look at the top of the bus. Periodically, it catches on fire temporarily.
Who painted it to look like it was melting already?
Okay,
Oh,
I
never
think
mind,
you're
separate.
confusing the ice cream truck.
Well, thank goodness he wasn't on top of that, eh?
There are multiple large vehicles here.
Fine.
You see the fire up here?
Only for a little bit. There's people in the bus, just...
Little do they know
chilling.
the bus they're in is on fire.
This bus is on fire! Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, dude, that was awesome. Land the dismount, okay? Just do it good. You got this.
I gotta
Everybody's
catch.
watching.
I gotta
Everybody's
catch the
watching.
landing pad area on fire first,
Disinfect it, just keeping it safe.
and then descend into the flames.
Do it for the gram. No, he's writing his name with fire because they don't have the snow yet. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right, bud. That's okay. Don't worry. I'm sure there's not going to be any consequences. You're probably good. Just go home and, everybody will forget. It's no problem.
Everyone will forget. No, Motorola never forgets. And, they'll have an APB or whatever they call it because of the cell phones or whatever.
APP, you say?
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know me.
Snake.
Nothing to see here, folks. Move along.
Scent of a woman? What?
Snake Plissken escaped New York. That's
Oh,
right.
gosh.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
We're
Nothing
at
to
it
see
again.
here, folks. Move along.
But can he do the fire dance?
Right.
Hot
That's
feet.
right.
He was
If this
close.
guy and
Very
Hot
close.
Feet could get together. I'm not gonna hate on the beard game though. It does totally make him a little bit more identifiable. With the,
Why is it
city
getting so
cams.
crazy? What's with the mayhem out here? What's this chaos? Where is has it always been like this?
No, son, that's called midterms.
I mean, every now and then it does get a little crazy, but I mean, why are we seeing this influx? Who knows, right? Must be the flocka.
That's right.
That is impressive.
It
I
really
want one
was,
of
and
these.
it was cool because
It's a nice party trick. It's a nice.
sparkler. Do you think that's one of those not of flamethrowers?
No, this is a flamethrower.
I'm still.
It
Gonna
looks
claim it's a
like,
lighter.
from what I can see at close range, if you spray the liquid and the fire.
How does one exactly get their hands on a flamethrower?
I'm pretty sure it's not that bad. I'm pretty sure you can order
This
like
guy looks younger than me, and I don't have the street wisdom to just go procure a flamethrower.
We could figure it out. It's a Google away, just
I don't
like
think I
anything
could.
else. You know, well, you could Google. They probably got one of these on Facebook Marketplace. I ain't kidding. You know what they do now is they'll just post a picture of the box.
Well, okay, I gotta look now. You know, we got that
Ladies and
redneck
gentlemen.
marketplace.
Yeah, that's right.
I keep trying to find a submarine.
We are looking for a submarine.
Do you have a charger? My phone seems to be dead.
I have chargers that don't charge.
That's fine.
Let's see here. It's just so many wires. Is that? Yeah. Nope.
That's fine. We'll do it later. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
I've got one around here. Here, try that one.
Oh, excellent.
It could not work.
Maybe it will.
I mean, I just unplugged one, and I'm not sure. Yep, that's the one I unplugged.
Okay.
Okay, we'll find it, babe. We'll find it. I got it.
Woohoo!
Sorry, these chargers, man.
Thank you.
Golly, somebody help me with wire management. Goodness gracious. All right, back into it. Super soaker with gasoline and flick your bick. You think? His flamethrower identifies as a water gun. Is it?
Wow. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. I guess I could. Wow, that's so cool. You know, it's really dry right here, so we won't test this out right now.
Probably an X Products flamethrower. Legal and bad butt.
But...
Yeah, it's a nice party trick. I've got to say, you know. So for when family and friends are over, we go to the fire
That's
pit,
right.
and
For
this
your
is
redneck
how.
shindig.
Yes, this is how you light your fire.
Are
at
you
the
about to
fire.
get married? Just have 2 of these cross stream and walk under it. It'll be fun. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Gen Z is at the end of the alphabet. Hank Holiday.
It is.
Fair point.
Fire is just spicy water.
My goodness, good sir. It's like alchemy what you're doing.
I would have taken a flamethrower to this state.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I just had to see it one more time. All right. So I forget what was this next chaos. Oh, please bear with me. This next one is, oh goodness. All right. So the main point here is this young fellow, these youngins. Okay.
Yeah.
Squaring up with all the what is going on out
This is
here?
difficult. I don't like seeing people brawl, so be warned.
I can't imagine having to go through this on my everyday commute to work.
Just take a different street. That was a sideways punch.
It's a bunch of youngins. And then
Oh my
Lord.
gosh.
Oh my
Oh
Lord.
my gosh.
Forgive me. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you hit. Oh my gosh, that's a little kid.
What the mess is going on?
I was like, is that somebody's lifeline?
Oh my Lord. Somebody got run over.
Yeah.
That girl in the pink shorts. Oh my goodness. I think the car was just on her. Oh my goodness gracious. It's crazy out there. My goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
So this person, little did they know, the pink shorts, she's going to get absolutely wrecked in about 0.5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, go.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness gracious.
gosh.
Lord. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well,
I mean, is this the purge or is this just no, Landon? This is just everyone being everyone. You know, this is normal.
I can't tell the age range. Like, it
All
could
I'm
be...
saying is I ain't seen this since folks was pulling folks out because of Trump stickers, and this person didn't even have a Trump sticker. But I suppose she did run into everybody. So
Ashes, that's hilarious.
reminds me of my crazy
Romani, that's like
Romani
gypsy.
family reunions. Oh my gosh.
They're amazing. Oh my gosh, delightful. It's so fun.
I'm getting jiggy with it.
That's right. That's right.
All right, that's terrible. That's truly awful. Fox News, the stock market's value is down.
The markets are set to open after an absolutely brutal week on Wall Street. Stocks now down $7.6 trillion since President Biden took office.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
7.6 trillion since.
I'm sorry. All these words now just lose their effect. I feel like they make up, like, the further up
Well,
you
babe,
go.
that was the
it's
whole
like,
point of the news speak, this double speak. You know what I mean?
all I can say is that Joe Biden hit the nail on the head when he said 86 trillion billion 500 gazillion $2 or something like that, you know.
I worked all my life in a hood furniture store. This is a Monday. Dang, son, he's right. I used to work security in like downtown Jackson.
I'm such an
And
idiot.
in certain parts of Jackson, that is like every day.
I'm an idiot because I'm like, hood furniture, like those emblems.
Hood furniture for like
Ooh,
a
fine,
car?
like shelves or something.
No, sweetheart. Like the other side of the tracks.
Right, I got it. I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, Lord help. So we go from this, right? 7.6 trillion. That's how far the stock market's down. To this.
The companies running gas stations and setting those prices up, bring down the prices.
To the companies building gas stations at the pump. Bring those prices down.
Now.
Charging at the pump to reflect the cost you pay for the product. Do it now. Do it now.
And
I remember when he
so
did
he's
that.
still whispering, and he's doing the creepy, like, you know, that like
But didn't he
this
do-
face where he's like, where he's, you know, he's got that like crazy.
Wasn't this a couple months ago though, when the gas prices were like back in June when they were really like going crazy?
The companies running gas stations and setting those prices at the pump, bring down the prices you're charging at the pump to reflect the cost you pay for the product. Do it now. Do it now.
Because of this, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, do it now.
But really, like, he is not clear, or you can't understand him very much. It's mumbling.
It
It's
is
not
mumbling.
very clear speaking.
It is mumbling. But basically what he's saying in this, from what I can make out, is he's telling people that own gas stations to bring your prices down now.
Right.
Okay.
I get it. It's a move I do when I want to sing a song, but I don't really know the words. So you're just like,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You know, you get to it till you get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know what we have next here.
Well, let's find out. It'll be fun. Oh, hey.
Tattoo addict mom, 45, says nobody will give her a job. Why not? I thought tattoos were all the rage these days. Why is it so silent?
I don't have
The awkward silence.
I don't have not one nice thing to say.
Submarines, guys. Think about it. Submarines.
So, what is on her chin? Is that a butterfly?
Is it
Okay.
a trident? It could be a trident.
I don't know.
You know, that could just be Sharpie. A lot of that could just be... Well, no, some of that's definitely tattoo. Goodness gracious. My goodness gracious.
Okay.
Okay. Leftists announce they no longer support strong, independent women.
Right. Which, of course, is from the Babylon Bee, which is satire, but...
Right. They're making
if
fun
you-
of the reaction of that Italian
woman,
Prime
and really
Minister.
even J.K. Rowling. Do you remember earlier in the summer? Like, all she did was stand up for women and biological women, and so then she was labeled as, a hater and love and all that. So
Yeah. Media. Putin is Nazi.
Putin is French fries.
That's true. Italian woman is Nazi. Click.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we saw from like the early morning stroll through Instagram to the
That's
mid-evening
right.
stroll
That's right. The weirdest leprechaun.
after the chores were done.
What's up, Patriot Lady?
Oh yeah, Miami Hurricane Ian. Why can't I say that? Ian is already overwhelming storm drains in downtown Miami. That's not good. That's not good. My brother's down there, so please pray.
Yeah, too many pythons down there for that to be a good thing.
That's true. Very true. Very true. Forgive me for my poor etiquette. Speaking of Hurricane Ian, we got the latest update. This is pretty fresh here. Monday evening report.
Meteorologist David Paul with you with the tropical update. Ian is the only special feature out there right now. This is your Monday evening update. The hurricane has gone through a rapid intensification process during the day today on Monday. Winds are now sustained at 100 miles an hour. It's Cat 2. It's a middle of the road Cat 2. Cat 2 is 96 to 110 miles an hour. So we're at 100. Get to 111 and it goes to Cat 3. And we think that's going to happen tonight and tomorrow. Even though the center of the storm is going to cross over Cuba, the western end of it, the landmass there, this is very, very flat, and it does not look like it's going to have much in the way of influencing any type of weakening process as it crosses over. Here's a closer look at the high-resolution infrared GO 16 satellite. We're not seeing an eye yet on the infrared. We are seeing a little better central dense overcast this evening, but it hasn't wrapped all the way around. It's still a hurt.
Pray for Cuba.
Well, I was gonna say, so like I know that this cold front, if it comes through, wouldn't help Cuba, but it could help anything after Cuba, basically.
Yeah. We'll just let this go for a few more seconds here.
Yeah.
Hurricane that is intensifying right now. And quite often we don't see an eye on a hurricane on infrared or on visible until it gets to major hurricane status. So even on the visible today, and we'll let this go one more time, from sunrise to sunset, hurricane increased from 85-mile-an-hour winds to 100-mile-an-hour winds today. No eye is apparent yet on visible. I expect that we will see that probably by tomorrow evening as it's done crossing over Cuba and gets into a position where it can continue to intensify. Now, looking at the upper level wind profile, these are winds at 250 millibars up at about 34,000 feet. A couple of things. Number one, see the clockwise flow all the way around, around the circumference of what is now Hurricane Ian. So that is giving it upper level divergence or outflow at the top of the storm. That's like having a nice clean exhaust in a sports car. There's nothing stopping the engine from running. There's no banana in the tailpipe to stop the exhaust and shut the engine down. So that is one clue that, yes, this is going to continue to intensify right now. It's in a very unsheared, not only unsheared environment, but a favorable environment. We've got outflow at all quadrants at the upper level. So we've got nothing to stop it from strengthening. Second thing is you can clearly see the trough being dug out here across the eastern half of the United States. It's this trough that is finally helping to pull this to the north, and the trough will eventually gather it up and pull it north and eventually into Florida at some point in Florida, and then likely into Georgia and the Carolinas and maybe into the Virginias as we head toward the weekend, and that may cause a flash flooding event for you guys. So there's a lot of folks taking interest in this, not just folks here in the Gulf of Mexico.
So, pray for Florida and those in Cuba right now. Speaking of Cuba, I know a lot of y'all going to say I'm wrong for this, but I got to point it out.
Right. This was kind of big news.
This was big news in Cuba here.
Right before bigger news, I suppose.
Bigger stuff.
But
yeah. So, that's that. That is that. And that is big news in Cuba right now. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, amongst big news.
Other news, okay, NASA hit asteroid and planetary defense test. I mean, I'll show you guys this. You can really look for it. Tell me if you see it. Tell me when you see it. I don't know what we're looking at here. It just starts to look like somebody's terrarium the closer we get. But that's the rocks. That's
Well, no, I'm looking for where did they hit it?
look at it. That's the planetary. I mean, wow. Almost looks like a lemon, like a stony lemon.
Oh, wait, is okay, are we looking at video from
Perhaps.
Okay.
This is it, right before it hit.
Gotcha. Okay, that would make
You're
sense.
much smarter than me.
Well, no, I don't know that for
I'm
sure,
over
but
here
like,
looking
I
at the
can't-
overall lemony shape of it.
This looks like the Twilight Zone, like the original video, you know, the original movie where they're like, you're now entering the Twilight Zone. It's just like a cotton ball hanging in a black room or something. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's like video quality. But what am I, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think my phone would do good in space neither. So I'm not
This dude
hating.
says, why? Let the asteroid do its job. Hoping it hits this place or this place first.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. KGB Alpha Group on the left.
They don't look KGB.
And Delta Force on the right. 1980s. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the guns, but you'll have to forgive me. I don't know.
They don't look any different.
What do you mean? The two groups?
Yeah, like that does not look KGB to me, but I could be wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know for sure.
No, I know. I'm just saying that they look apples to apples right next to each other. It's like, whoa, is that a mirror? This feels like Anchorman, you know, when the different channels meet up.
It was you. It was you. It
That
was you.
escalated quickly.
So this dude's running an M4. Okay. This
That's
dude's
Ron
got
Burgundy right there.
probably my favorite piece, the MP5 with the little scopy scope and a little strappy strap and a little. Look at that 19. That flashlight's from the 1900s. It is.
Hilarious.
Okay. That torch of a flashlight. It's not even that bright, and he's got it like strapped. Anywho, I like the little
Compact.
Yeah.
Is that what I don't know very well.
Anywho, I don't see any of their guns, probably very much on purpose. The ladies are oogling over this guy. They're like, ooh, my goodness.
Hilarious.
There's a group of alphas there.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So, in more news, stress-free, new, fully self-driving Volkswagen allows you to walk, eat, and sleep. Let me show you its features.
Initial thought, looks like a hearse.
Oof. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Was I supposed to? Maybe it is.
Looks like
No.
it's on its way to a funeral
It looks
home.
just like the cars from Minority Report.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I would love to be able to sleep on the road, but do I trust a car to understand when people make crazy decisions and all that? No. Can't do it. But that's a beautiful landscape. Why would you want to sleep through that anyway?
All right. The all-electric Gin travel car operates at the highest self-driving level and acts as an alternative to short-haul flights. What?
Oh, so
It's like an
in other
alternative
words,
to a
yeah,
short
they're
haul
like,
flight.
Hey, rich folks, we hear you like to take 15-minute flights. Wow.
Buy your little electric Bugatti car.
Get this instead, and your fans won't eat you alive.
Okay. The Society of Automatic Engineers, SAE, formed a ranking system for self-driving car automation in 2014. Really? That early?
Yes.
Okay. These autonomous self-driving rankings are leveled from 0 to 5, with level 5 being the highest, of course. Volkswagen's Gin travel vehicles has level 5 autonomy. Whoa, that's almost off the charts.
Right.
Okay, meaning it can travel through bad weather and isn't limited to specific geographical locations, according to the manufacturer. Gin Travel's interior is customizable for each journey, offering configurations for working, eating, and sleeping. Okay, I'm
Right. Like, do I see the perk in it? Absolutely. Would I get one?
Yeah.
Would I get one if I had like that kind of throwaway money? Maybe, but I don't know that I can't foresee me trusting of vehicles such as this. So I would make you stay up and let me take a nap.
I could never trust.
That's right, and that's why you'll
You
be
could
in
give me a level 10, and I will never trust the damn machines.
You don't even trust me. Like,
Oh, yes, I do. Don't say
no,
that.
I don't mean it like when I'm driving. You never sleep while I'm driving. One time at like 3:00 in the morning on a dark highway on the way to Indiana, you took a 5-minute nap until I accidentally swerved 1 degree.
Okay, that's it. This fully self-driving vehicle's work setup includes a conference layout with 4 seats and a large center table where you can work and eat. Illuminating Gin Travel's work environment is dynamic lighting that helps passengers avoid motion sickness.
That's right. And did you see that it has a little live tank so that you can keep the insects you're eating alive until you're ready to snack on them? I'm just kidding.
Crap. Like a box or a bottle of insects is something you're supposed to find in an old car, not a new one.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean? Gin Travel riders looking to catch some rest can convert the 4 chairs into 2 flat lying beds. The dynamic lighting with this Volkswagen also induces passengers' melatonin release to promote better rest. Watch out, y'all. Okay, hold up. These LEDs are about to be programmable to be able to do stuff. I'm telling you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? I done seen, all right? I know what's up with pulse width modulation and whatnot, okay? I might be a dumb redneck, all right? But I'm telling you, they've been using lights to affect behavior for a while, man. They put these loitering lights up. They're like pink or purple or something.
Yeah,
They're for
absolutely.
teenagers to not loiter in certain areas.
Uh-huh.
Certain fast food chains use. And I'm just saying that's social engineering that's been in your face for a long time, for a long damn time.
That's right. Whether
And
it's
so
intentional or not, LED.
now we have friggin' Volkswagen talking about that somehow that their lights can induce passenger melatonin release. So what else can these screens do? You know what I mean? Or what else can these lights
helps. So they also have dynamic lighting that helps passengers avoid motion sickness.
do?
So
I'm just, you know.
yeah, no, absolutely. And look, LED lights, it's been known for a very long time that LEDs can cause migraines and headaches and things like that. So absolutely.
All right, well, I pulled out the tinfoil hat. I'm
Blue
sorry.
light, your blue light. How many people have heard, I mean, it is known that blue light can interfere with sleep, can, cause strain on the eyes. There's a whole list of stuff that it does.
Maybe Wawa should get some of those purple lights. Oh, Kelly with the singers, man. She's got them. She's like loaded up. It's natural. She's a natural. All right. That's why I love the West Coast viewers. They're always zingy. All y'all rock. All right. Whether you're working, eating, or sleeping, Gin Travel's active suspension, electric active body control. What? That's a mouthful. Offers. I'm sure there's a lot of mouthfuls. I don't know. All right. Offers maximum riding comfort.
That's right.
Volkswagen EABC calculates driving maneuvers far in advance to create a trajectory that completely passenger focused.
No, focus on driving, man. I'm good. Like, focus on the road.
When
car.
traveling with the family, Gin Travel can use augmented reality to entertain children in the front seats. All of Gin Travel's interior human-machine interface materials are sustainably sourced to reflect the car's forward-thinking design. All right, which that automatically tells me, because I pretty much think anything that's good for the environment is bad for
Right.
you.
And I'm hearing, like, it can entertain children. I'm like, oh, great. Let's see. We probably got it comes with a Disney subscription. Netflix or something. Wait a minute. What's those wheels? Like, do you see it? It looks like eyeballs, like an angry Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I'm easily distracted by the colors. I don't. Yes,
Look at the wheels. Do you see the eyeballs?
No,
No.
I don't see eyeballs in the wheels.
Okay, look at them different. Look at them with better eyes, and you can see it. Okay, look, it's a mask.
Oh, the wheels themselves are eyeballs.
No. They're not eyeballs.
No.
Like inside the rim. Okay, you can kind of see like. Look, it's like someone's wearing a mask like this. Imagine if my eyes look like this. No? Okay, that's fine. It's there. Somebody sees it, and somebody's like, yeah, Landon, just look. Oh, never mind. It's not there. It's just the way that they're shaped in the light reflection.
Hey, you know what, Michael? That's a great point. We may this might be a turnaround to be a blessing because we used to buy bugs at a bait shop. Now apparently we buy them at a grocery stores too. That makes it all the more convenient to pick up crickets and all kind of bait.
That's right.
You know,
That really looks very coffiny right there. It's a very coffiny
no,
shell.
I see that. I can see the coffiny pod. You know, and if it's got a kill switch and they've decided that you disagree or something or said something,
but it remains to be seen who the kill switch is for. The car.
it's
never
like a
mind.
very convenient, stylish way to make sure that you stick with the program.
Did they say that it was recycled?
Oh, that's right. Ethically sourced.
Does that mean like eventually it'll break down and go back into nature? Because then that does kind of work. Because if like you veer off if you veer off of the road and then like nobody can find your vehicle, eventually you and the vehicle will all break down and the environment will be safe.
Kelly says the wheels look like an angry, grumpy iguana.
Thank you, Kelly. I
Okay.
knew somebody would
Okay.
see it.
Okay. All right. My bad. All right.
Wait, there's 4 more pictures. Scan through
Is
that.
it really called Gin Travel? Because I think the name is weak. Am I getting that wrong? Generation Travel?
General travel? Perhaps. Go through those 4 pictures. I want to see.
Iguana wheels.
Okay.
That's
Not
as
that
big
one,
as
I
we
don't
get.
mean. There's the back.
I don't know if I love it.
It doesn't look good on the outside. It's about the features.
Man, they really, I mean, just imagine how much money that Volkswagen could make if they somehow found a way to make an old school, affordable bug. 4 cylinders, like they used to. You know how much money they'd make?
That's right.
Oh
I
my
think they're on
gosh.
the right track here.
And
I
vans.
appreciate
Van
the
life right
sleeping.
now, if
Yeah.
they made their van, not a new
Yeah.
one, not electric, not plastic. You know, they can't even, they couldn't make what they
Why?
used to.
For real, why aren't look, if I was a Ford manufacturer, I would so all these used car dealerships are going out of business right now, right? I would reconvert those into buy like old vans because nobody wants vans. It's so hard to pick up to sell vans to a used car lot. Change that, my friend. Buy those used vans for dirt cheap, right?
Yeah.
And then reconvert them into
Yeah.
to camper vans
That's
and
right.
sell them back to people and like give them a whole health check and everything. If you were Ford or whatever, man, you'd make a killing.
Oh yeah, big time, big time. That's actually not a bad idea for anyone out there, like with a little bit of capital.
Right.
You know, I'm sure others have thought about this, but you know, if you just, because you see around here, there are used car lots
Mhm.
that specifically cater to the market.
Right.
And what that is listening to the customer specifically.
Yep.
So like around here, successful used car lots, they sell like what does a young teenager Louisianian want? You know, they know exactly what
Jacked up truck, snorkel kit.
like, you know, like a newer truck doesn't have to be brand new.
right.
You know, a leveling kit in the front so that it doesn't lean down in the front.
Brush guard, winch.
And that's what they do. They make an investment
Right.
on the tires, the rims, and they
Right.
make it beefy looking. They don't do too
LED
much to
light
it. They don't
bar.
change the paint. They just make sure that it's a high luxury package on a truck.
Right.
And then they charge you 3 times what they paid for the rims, the tires, anything that they did, the radio, the speakers.
That's right.
And they make a killing, man. They make an absolute killing. Out of who? Plant workers.
Right.
You
Mhm.
know.
Bobby says young people ask about my band van all the time. You would make bank. Yeah. If you're
Oh.
laying down, like the seatbelts wouldn't work. Yeah, that's for sure. What would you do? Like, so yeah, what's the crash test dummy on those look like? No, they're like, look, sweetheart, if you knew how many batteries you were laying on top of,
Oof.
you don't have to worry about where your body goes in the accident. Sorry.
Avoid the puddles. I didn't do that right. Avoid the puddles.
Anyway, no
Anyway.
doubt, brother, you make a good. Oh, thank you. So yeah, like it looks cozy as all get out.
All
I'll tell
right,
you.
so you know, you hear me like I sound paranoid talking about like, well, what else do the lights do, man? Like, you know, like crazy on the side of the road. But then you get the stuff in China. What's China doing? Beijing bus drivers to have their emotions tracked by government using AI bracelets So this is why.
No way.
This is why you hear the tension or the tone when I'm like, what else is the lights doing, bruh?
Okay, why am I surprised? We already know that they can track through the computer if you what you're looking at and what you're doing at work. Okay, it's specifically China, but like this is crazy. Okay, so let's see here. Bus drivers in Beijing will now have their emotions, blood pressure, exercise, and sleep tracked by the government, who say it will make buses safer. But some have called it invasive. Ooh, invasive? Wow, are you sure you wanted to go so far as to say, ooh, invasive? Gosh.
You know what the next step is? Because this is what they want, folks. This they have been working for over, this is almost 20 years of propaganda. Okay, and I know that this is happening in China, but 20 years ago, I mean, it goes all the way back to, I won't say his name because Bill.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, what do you call talking about the truth and talking about RFID? You know what I mean? What else? What else does this?
Right.
The eventual goal of this, and China has been a absolute breeding ground of technocratic.
Control.
Yeah. Okay, it's been insane.
Look up driver intoxication monitoring for new cars in the. Oh yes, we had heard about that a while back. That new cars are going to be like requiring you to.
What the fuck?
Yeah. For real. Yep.
Okay, so that means they're going to have to ban my '89 F-150.
So that means that like they
because
are confident
you can't
enough.
turn my '89 F-150 off. You know, look, when I was a kid, I watched the show with Jesse James.
Oh yeah.
In it, and he would always say something cool like drive cars with carburetors because like they can't track you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, that's cool.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? I was like, drive cars with carburetors, man. You know what I mean? Because they can't track you, man. What's up with the gull wing thing? The doors are the gull wing over here. Is that what that's called? Because it is cool how it like opens up. So they're competing with Tesla in that way, how it does the thing, but
All
it
I
does it
know
like in an angle.
This is the preferred vehicle of Dracula. Okay?
This?
Well, yeah, it looks like a
No,
coffin.
I could pull up a preferred vehicle of Dracula.
You're killing my joke right now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, because it's a coffin.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
But that's fine. Go ahead and show me your Dracula car.
Well, I was just going to show an assortment.
I want to see.
Batman cars are really like a win. Whoa. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You know.
that does look a little Dracula-y, but what's he gonna do in the daytime? Okay. Also, he likes to sleep in his coffin. So
Well, this is the coffin
there you go.
car.
See, not
You know.
far off, am I?
It's
You got a little bit
literally
more room.
Dracula's car. Okay. And this is Dracula's RV because he's got the sleeping in the back kind of thing.
Right.
You know. But this is the literal Dracula car. Dragula. Was that a Rob Zombie reference?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Watch out. Might do something like this to my minivan.
Oh my gosh, is that where they got the inspiration from?
I don't know. What did this turn into? What are we looking at?
Well, I don't know. But
Dracula he would probably,
arguably, it's better than the news.
Doom break over. Back to the electric Doom car.
No, we were past that already. We
Okay.
were already past
Beijing. I just thought this was crazy, man. I think this is absolutely insane. I think this is what they want. I think this is what they want here. I think they want China Social Security, what it's called, where they behavior social engineering. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot, but it's the truth.
I need you to come see me after work today. Your emotional bracelet said that you were feeling angry.
Do I need to pull up the scene from Blade Runner?
Your blood pressure went up and you were feeling angry around this time. I need to know what happened.
You need to come to the office for a baseline. And a
Right.
baseline is an interview
Right.
where basically you get re-interviewed by your whoever superior. Go watch Blade Runner where they're like interlinked.
That's
What's it feel like to hold the person you love in your arms interlinked?
Instead, it would be like, what's it like to have an acre of land interlinked?
Yeah. What's it
Anyway.
like to hold a chicken in your arms interlinked?
No, they would know that.
Well.
And that's just a city joke because so many folks. Anyway.
Bring back
Sims.
69 VW vans. That's right. AI makes bracelets? Apparently, China makes it for them. And then, AI uses whatever China makes for them. is my ongoing premise theory. Because they've got like a fake sun, they've got like, they do a lot of
Yeah.
cloud seeding stuff. It's insane.
So while
Social credit
frustrating,
score, you got it. I mean, guys, if you haven't seen the Black Mirror episodes,
so then literally your band could be like, and this, I'm not saying this is happening or this isn't even alluded to, but if you look down the line, right, you could kind of deduce that at some point it could be that if they detect that your emotion is not where they want it to be, that could be a ding on your
that's
credit
right.
score,
And then
your
you get
social
pulled
credit
over.
score.
You get pulled over by the local
Right.
or the closest Demolition Man cop with Sylvester Stallone
Right.
and Julia Roberts. Is that her name? Or
And
is
so
that
then what do you do to get people to control their emotions? Well, they'll have to be drugged, everybody, and you'll have to take a drug every day. You know what I mean? And so
and that? But wait, that's Equilibrium, where they're all taking a pill every day. You know what I'm talking? Or
Yeah,
no, they
that's
don't take a
right.
pill. They like inject themselves every day
right, something
at a
like
certain
that
time.
to cap their emotions.
Like the Muslims pray at a certain time.
Mhm.
This entire population
Mhm.
technocratically, like,
And it like harbor or it like inhibits too much emotion or
that's right.
something like that. That's actually been in several movies, I think. I think Divergent kind of touched on that. I don't remember for sure, but
Took it from.
anyway, and of course that's not, like I said, there's nothing saying that that's where it's at or what they intend to do, but if you were smart.
That's right, Tammy. It's the new Apple Watch. That's absolutely right.
Mhm.
And every other kind of smart watch, Internet of Things. I'm just saying, like you were saying, like, oh, we noticed that your emotions were something, something. So Sylvester Stallone and his,
Right.
Julia Roberts pulls up behind you.
We've
But,
shut your car
yeah, his
off
BM,
until a
your
cop can come to
your
you.
Volkswagen has realized that you're experiencing, you may be potential road rage, so we're going to pull you over
No, I'm
and
sorry.
do a
it's-
wellness check
Right.
because they have the turn off button now.
That's right.
They can turn your vehicle
We've
off
shut your car off until a social worker can get to you.
until a social worker arrives.
Expect 3 to 5 hours.
Oh crap! Yeah, hope.
We'll see you sometime between 2 p.m. and Friday. comrade.
Carbureted engines, folks.
Yeah, that's right.
Carbureted engines.
Imagine. Okay.
Carburetors are so fun to learn about. Go check out Smarter Every Day. For those of you who might hear what I'm talking about, it's time to get something.
Okay, but they're
Even
not
if it's
really
a
that
V6.
fun to learn about.
They're
For all
fun
the
to
other-
learn about. Smarter Every Day. Dustin
That's
from
fine.
Smarter Every Day has a great series on carburetors, and it opened my world up because before I was just dumb and frustrated with carburetors because when my uncle was trying to teach me about them when I was younger, my cousin was telling me to stick my finger in the hole of where the spark plug goes, and then he would pull the cord and he electrocuted me. And so, we were dealing with that instead of learning about carburetors.
Riveting.
Anyway.
Goodness gracious. Okay, well, for people who don't think cleaning a big metal honeycomb sounds fun, you don't have to. That's fine. What was I about to say? Dang it, I got all distracted
I don't
by
know. I'm so sorry.
carburetors.
We were talking about social credit scores.
Yeah, hold on.
China, technocratic.
Yeah, and it was the joke that, like, okay, somebody will be there between now and Friday.
And here is the live stream awkward lull. We try to keep it going, folks. We love you, and thank you so much for hanging out with us.
There's a doozy one, too. What was it?
We'll just give her a second. She'll get it. Fun fact, Google acquired Fitbit a while back. Great. Fitbit accounts profiles are about to be canceled and replaced with Google accounts.
Oh, I remember what it is. Okay, Landon showed me this video the other day of this electric semi-truck. And
I wish I had it.
It had
I wish I had the video.
Fake noises.
Yeah.
So that it sounded like it was like a horse.
Which then the imagination, you think about it for just a second in the future, if it did go towards just a grand utopic, not dystopic.
Imagine,
like the interstates are full of electric vehicles and it's become, a new car culture thing is now we all have speakers outside our cars to emulate.
Right. So imagine a freeway or an interstate full of cars pretending to have noises.
But they're way louder than...
Right. And then imagine your kid, like people in that day, like talking about like, yeah, when I was growing up, the cars used to actually make noise, like that'll be me. I still have points on mine. So no computer shutdown. That's right.
On your social credit.
That's right. That's right. IRS has an app. Who downloaded it? Why?
What? Who said that?
JJ.
Where do you see this?
Fun fact,
Anyway,
Google acquired Fitbit a while back. Fitbit acquired profiles are about to be canceled and replaced with Google accounts. That's terrible.
so this is a whole nother batch of terrible. I was just I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. It's sad. Elderly pro-life volunteer in Michigan shot after heated conversation. That's, but it reminds me of, we just did the video on the dude who ran over the kid, okay?
Right.
Because he was a conservative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For political reasons,
That's right.
you know what I mean? This dude, okay, and was it in Illinois or was it in Detroit? I'm
Right.
sorry, forgive
That's
me.
right.
I don't
I
remember
know.
exactly, but, I'm trying to.
But as you know, Fox then came back out and was like,
No,
"Oh,
yeah,
there's
the
things
the
that
follow up
say-"
to that guy. I'm not calling him a dirtbag. You could justifiably call this dude an absolute sleazeball, but I'm trying to be not that way.
So now Fox is trying to be like, okay, well, actually, the guy that did it was not left, or like
No. The follow up to that guy is that he's well known in the community for having complete
Oh,
temper
yeah, that's right.
tantrums. He has complete attitude issues. He gets drunk, he gets wasted, and he goes absolutely ham on rampages.
Right.
And this is actually just a product of his rampage.
Right.
The political thing was horse crap.
Right. He was just hoping that if he made it seem
but
like
neighbors
that, like
and members
right.
of the community know this guy.
It wasn't politically motivated.
It
He
wasn't
was just
politically motivated.
drunk.
He was just drunk and on a rampage.
Right.
And,
So, which there and again, that's why we discuss the articles, because honestly, like all you're given is the information that they're willing to put out in an article. So if you don't trust articles, then you're all just left discussing the scraps of information you're given, whether true or not true. So I just like to, poke fun and kind of think about ideas.
So she was shot while passing out pro-life papers in Michigan, canvassing against radical pro-abortion ballot proposal 3.
Now, I have mixed emotions, I'll say, because obviously this is terrible.
Yes, it's terrible. Radio silence from the mainstream media. And this is at a good point.
I know, and obviously I'm pro-life, but I don't think it's a good, I don't think going to somebody's house to change their mind without being welcomed is the move. I don't think that's
in this current culture,
state,
climate, day and age.
Because I'll be honest, and I'm not even trying to be ugly. I am pro-life, but if pro-lifers came to my house,
like
I
if you
would
were
be a little
passing out
irritated.
pamphlets in New York on the street, that's far too public for you to like shoot me.
Right.
But like going up to the doorsteps and stuff, easements,
right.
there,
I remember
don't know.
one of our houses there that we lived at.
It's still I'm not condoning. I think this is awful.
Right.
I think
it's terrible.
How could it not be murder? I mean,
right.
I don't.
Well, because
radio
there
silence,
could be a lot of other information that we're not hearing. I doubt that an 83-year-old pushed too hard.
If a pro-abortion canvasser was shot, there would be absolute coverage on mainstream. There would be a fire for Roe v. Wade again.
Perhaps.
They don't want anyone talking about this. They don't want anyone knowing about this.
Yeah.
Because it shows the same nature as what we were just talking about.
Right.
This is the nature behind, the spirit behind.
Yep. But I'll say one time we had an older lady that came, and she was talking about, well, basically she was preaching one world order from the perspective of the church. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And was like Tower or something like that. Can you imagine? Wouldn't it be great? And I was like, no, this sounds terrible. And I was uncomfortable. And they came back like several times.
We were like,
basically wouldn't leave us
this
alone.
Was years
and I was
ago.
annoyed.
This was years ago. We lived in another town, and we were like fresh awake. As far as like the banks and like, all the one world order stuff. So this was like a decade ago.
But anyway, just all I'm saying is I didn't like it then, and we were, you know what I mean, like that was even a Christian standpoint, but so just
right.
But it's terrible, but the wording makes me also wonder: is she okay? Is she alive? Because I feel like they would have said she had been killed if that were the case.
Right, but
Right. He shot an 83-year-old in the back. It was in the back.
What?
Oofda.
You yellow bellied son of
That's
a.
right.
Anyway, I watch too much Gunsmoke. All right. Switching gears, there's just a couple of these I want to go through, man. Number one. Okay, this is old news for some of you, but maybe not. U.S. whistleblower granted Russian citizenship by Vladimir Putin. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty. Thought I'd show it to you. That's pretty crazy. This is really why we're here. Okay, New Orleans police hiring civilians, dropping application standards, and putting detectives back on patrol due to staffing issues. Which I can remember, I live within 100 miles of this place. So, and I always have pretty much my entire life. I've grown up in or around New Orleans. And, my entire life can remember hearing now especially, okay?
Right.
Every time you get in the car, if there's going to be a radio ad, you're going to hear something about either New Orleans Metro municipality police hiring or New Orleans sheriff hiring.
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember, but 2019 there was a huge they hired like 18,000 new cops in the city. Do you remember that? Because you had considered.
I remember that.
And they were just doing this huge push. But at that time we were like, why are they doing such a push right now? And we knew that it probably wasn't anything good. And we just sit that one out, and sure enough.
According to the department, the number of personnel has dropped under 1,000, down 300 from 2 years ago. At a press conference, Superintendent Sean Ferguson said the move would help bring down the average police response time, which sits at 11 minutes.
Hey, Kelly has a good point. Look, of course they're hiring civilians. You're a civilian until you get hired as an officer.
This is what happens when you push the you-know-what and demonize the popo and military. That's right. Folks, roll out, dude. I can make more money painting houses.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's really what I've heard a lot of my personal friends in law enforcement say. I'm not saying that as a jab, is all I'm trying to say. I'm clarifying. In addition, the police department will be moving many officers from detective status and putting them back on regular patrol, Ferguson said. Starting this Sunday, as many as 75 more officers will be on patrol. That will consist of officers assigned to administrative districts and district investigative units. Their mission is to attack the backlog of the very district they are serving. In order to bring in new applicants, the department will ignore previous marijuana use and low credit scores for the future NOPD applicants. In addition, the city will offer pay raises plus a $30,000 incentive payment for new hires. This all comes as New Orleans tops the list for the largest increase in homicides among America's 50 largest cities. And then the first comment is, this never backfires.
That's right. Hey, just an update. The woman, the 83-year-old woman, she was shot in the shoulder, but she's doing okay.
Amen. Thank you for that update. That's awesome. That is awesome. I wanted to see what this was. Oh, yeah. Is this more info on that lady that got hit by? I showed this on my story on Instagram. These officers left this woman in the car, and it got hit by a train. Okay, I think I know a little backstory on her. I do believe she's alive. She did have like some broken bones and she was pretty beat up.
Right.
But she was alive.
Yes.
And that goes to say something about
Broken teeth.
that's right, broken teeth. That's right. Police in Colorado have released body cam footage that shows a train hitting a patrol car while a woman was detained and in the back seat. The footage released by the Plateville Police Department shows an officer standing on the tracks looking in the direction of the train and then moving out of the way after a train hits his vehicle. The woman hurt in the crash was identified Monday as 20-year-old Yarini Rios Gonzalez of Greeley. According to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, she was initially detained after a road rage incident involving a gun. Police say she was seriously injured, but is expected to survive. Police are still investigating the incident. The officer whose patrol car was hit by a train has been placed on paid leave pending an investigation. They're really trying to say a lot to say, see, there was a misdirection up here. They say that like it says somewhere in here his patrol car, and then it says down here, it's very vague, the officer whose patrol car was hit by a train has been placed on paid leave pending an investigation. But I'm just trying to say here, they're not saying that the other video that I saw, it was a female officer's arrest, it was a female officer's chase, and it was a female officer's car. Not that that matters. I'm just saying it seems weird that they're leaving that out anyway. Okay, moving on. Heavily underreported, U.S. drone manufacturer publicly calls on government to stop Chinese company from developing agricultural project close to U.S. Air Force Base, which we've heard about this, but it's underreported, right? Says company could conduct espionage on sensitive U.S. military operations and projects. In North Dakota, in that town, that small town. Isn't it even the town you're from?
Yeah.
Where there's this Chinese company trying to
where I was born. Yeah.
Heavily underreported. A U.S.-based drone manufacturer is publicly opposing a $700 million Chinese agricultural project being built within spying distance of Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota.
That's right.
Holy crap. In a statement released by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems, the company said they firmly opposed a new Chinese agricultural investment near Grand Forks Air Force Base and calls on the U.S. government to halt the project. General Atomics Aeronautical Systems is the manufacturer of the Predator drone. Mark Brinkley, spokesman for GAASI, said Chinese business efforts are inextricably linked with Chinese government efforts. I'm sorry, I suck at reading.
You're doing good.
And I need water.
Hey, do we have... Oh, it says empty?
It says always empty.
Okay.
Why is the water always gone?
Why is the water always
Landon, want to see an interesting one?
Yeah, do a field trip.
Look up locust drone. Oh no. What do you mean, look up locust drone? Like a video? Or what? Not now. Not now. Apple's always like, verify this, man. I'm like, dude, no. Locust drone swarm? You mean? Oh my goodness. Hello. Scott. Good evening. Oh gosh. Cat on desk. Cat on desk. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello, buddy. Hello. Holy crap. That is probably copyrighted. We have a cat on the desk. Hello, cat. Wait. Does what? LOCUST stands for Low-Cost UAV Swarming Technology. Low-Cost UAV Swarming Technology. Each drone weighs 12 to 14 pounds. Launching lots of drones at once can jam enemy communications. It can also waste enemy resources by drawing fire. Is this it? Drones can be deployed from ground ships or planes. What the crap? All right. was going to go into some detail on the locust drones in my last live stream, but ran out of time. Oh man, I hope I didn't miss that. I really try to be there, man. I really do.
Oh, hi, Scotty Waddy.
You guys should check out my homeboy's channel, A Minute Detail, for some extra informative live stream viewer. All right. The Navy wants to get costs under 10K. These are locust drones. Low cost swarming drone.
Nope.
Or something like that. That's what it stands for. Locust stands for low cost UAV swarming technology.
Nope, that's okay.
Locust.
Go ahead and keep that.
Low cost. This is what it's going to take. We the people making noise. It's great to see. Hey, that's right. That's right.
Swarming. So what can you show me? What does it do?
It shoots out of these little pods.
And then
They have
what?
different models, but like this is the overall idea. Is right here. I'll get back to the overall idea.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks styrofoam.
So launching lots of drones at once can jam enemy communications or draw enemy fire. I'm sure it can do some other stuff. I'm sure they have some toys that we don't know about. How far do you think we are behind what they tell us they have?
10 to 15 years.
I mean, in practical practically used now, how far are they ahead? They're not that far.
No, probably about
Not
5
what
years.
they use.
5 to 7
But
years.
what kind of situation is going on where they're using technology? So that's like super covert. So that would be like super covert would be like somehow secret agents that are posing as Ukrainian soldiers that actually have secret technology that they're practicing on the Russians. You know what I mean? Or is this super no topics? Oh, hello. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, young lion. Nope, he doesn't want to go there. All right, that's fine.
He's gotten bigger. He's like, no, that's not enough for me anymore.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Is it a Grayson or a gray daughter? Hello. Not the mouse. He loves the mouse.
Get a little ASMR purr action there.
Yeah.
Okay, come here, Scott. That's probably terribly loud. Oh no. Oh no. All right.
Sorry about that, guys. All right. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love, he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. And with that, I think that's about all we've got. You know what I mean? So now it's just time to
John
chill.
Sneakers, thank you.
Chill and chat. And now I will take the cat. I will take the cat.
It's been a couple years since I did those, but I've seen a lot of people have done like hand-drawn sneakers and stuff. So I'm like, oh well, I should have stuck with it.
Oh yeah.
It was just making its way downtown.
You could totally get back into that.
Well, we shall see.
So her next art projects will probably be either we have a couple of murals planned, general ideas. One is going to be on the truck. The don't end the stream. The Frankenstein F-150. We have an 89 F-150 body sitting on top of a 5.9 Cummins, Dodge Cummins truck, diesel.
Right.
So that's the farm truck. And so we're going to pretty much try to go sleeper apocalyptic farm truck.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and for my standards, an inline diesel, a Cummins diesel, that's about as strong as I need. So I don't need like a souped up V8.
Right.
I appreciate the torquiness of the diesel and the fact that it can use like alternative fuel or like used motor oil.
Right.
A mixture of, so it doesn't have to just run on diesel for the apocalyptic factor.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
And then
Case.
that it's so we're gonna be probably painting. She is gonna be painting on the truck, and so yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to paint on the truck. I want to paint on the chicken coop. I gotta do a sign for your mom and you have to do videos for your mom.
Kelly says, redneck mobile, is it held together with duct tape and Kelly strap and baling wire
Hilarious.
and some really thick welds.
I thought you were going to say lag bolts. Hi, Scott.
The devil is in the details about the swarm, about what the swarm does. They communicate with each other, identify and track combatants from civilians, and eventually one would fly down and detonate from. Yeah, I've seen the drones that can like, they're mini, they're little. Ah man, should I look it up?
Are you seriously chewing on my phone?
Hey bud. Oh yum. It's a good truck though. It's one of those trucks that you like pray for, and
That's
then
right.
like it's like it is old and it does have a little rust on it in some spots, but it's not like it's like
ruined.
tailor customed to every specification I was looking for. No, it doesn't have AC, but it does have those little windows that fold inward.
I was ruined by
Okay.
Red Dawn. So, like, if your truck can't take multiple accidents and keep going, then what is it even doing?
That's right. That's right. If you can't avoid an invader's striker unit by jumping off the road into a cow pasture, then
Like, what are you even doing?
why are you driving that?
Right.
You
Why
know.
didn't you just walk?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
This cat, I tell you what.
No zip ties in that mix. Yeah, there's probably some zip ties, but I haven't been in there yet, so there are far less than there would be if I was involved with it. There are some things that we're going to be doing, so watch out, guys. The truck might show up on the YouTube channel. More chicken videos. We're probably going to be taking a little break on that for a minute, but other updates that we plan on doing. You might see me build some stuff.
We already need another shed.
Yeah, we already need another shed, and we'd probably build an extension, like a little barn. What is it? We want goats.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Little
I'm
stable.
going to build like a lean-to that comes off of the shed for the goats.
That's right. That's right.
Or another shed just for the goats. Unspecified V, what's up?
What's up, V?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Anyway. All right. Well,
So coming up next is going to be a redneck marketplace.
oh my gosh, y'all. A doozy. Okay. And I get that that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I begged Landon to do those because I think they are so much funny.
They are fun.
Because some people are just ingenious and some people are a little ballsy, and it's fun to see if you can tell which one's which.
What are you doing, bud? So we got a new rooster. I said that at the beginning of the stream. His name is Buckbeak, and we're excited about him. And he's probably 4 to 8 weeks. He's probably 8 weeks old. But so he doesn't have the command that an older rooster would have.
That's right.
And so we're probably thinking about building a small rooster pen, or we have that one make do chicken shed, but I don't want to use it.
Right.
Because he's so pretty. He's an Aracuna.
Mm-hmm.
How you say it?
Aracuna, but he's got a beard, just like
he's
Landon.
He's got a big beard. He's adorable. I love him. And he's young, so he's not mean. Right. So you would expect a rooster to be mean. I hear terrible things. My friend's got a rooster, and he jokes about killing it all the time. Like every time my friend talks about his rooster, he talks about killing it. Okay, I'm not kidding. And I hear other nightmares about, like, some people just have really mean chickens, and what that is that's not flipping them. So whenever you do see an attitude, you do have to kind of gently, you grab a hold of their legs and you hold them upside down. And if they start doing anything out of sorts, we would try to help them. It's all about safety with us.
The chicken.
But there is a slight bit of behavior control that you can do, and they're just so sweet and pleasant. Something that I do for every single batch of chickens, starting with our big girls that we've got out here, our laying hens.
Yep.
The gold links. I started them out with, I had, you know, Christian music,
A radio.
a
Yep.
radio station on a Christian
Yep.
channel that we listen to everywhere. I don't know what it is for you guys, but
Just the noise. It's good to, you know.
yeah, and it also has a bunch of, sometimes they'll have preachers on, or
Right.
sometimes they'll have just positive, uplifting
Right. Not anything too loud,
conversations.
just loud enough that they
Yeah,
can,
not too
so
loud.
they're comfortable with a human voice. And you'll notice that like they won't spook as easily. And so, me and the kids, if we just go back there and squat down a little bit, we don't even have to squat down. As soon as you go back there, the chickens are running to you.
And they call it socializing them, getting them used to being held and whatnot. And that, I'm telling you, it does something, because some of our eggs are like huge, and I think it's from love, is what it is.
Double eggs, yeah.
Double eggs and whatnot. Mean chickens equals freezer camp. What?
That's right.
That is a cute cat.
Yeah.
That is a cute cat. Cats are so foreign to me. I didn't grow up with cats. My grandma had a cat, but it wasn't my cat. That was just, it was its own entity in the house. It wasn't really anyone's. My mama put food out on the counter, and then that's how it ate.
Yep.
And
every now and then it would grace you with the opportunity to pet it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was a very nice cat.
My cat was the most dog-like cat I've ever, he came to his name, he fetched. He meowed at people when they, like people passing by the window, he would meow, 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 like a dog at the window.
Well, anyway. Anyhoozle, y'all know what's coming next from us. Please smash the like on the video, guys. We would very much appreciate it. And we love you. And thank you so much for hanging out with us and the cat. Oh, okay, you got it? Whew, you stress me. You're adorable.
Sorry.
You're adorable. Yes. Tell them good night.
Good night.
All right, guys. Yeah, cats are awesome. But I never had one growing up. They were totally foreign to me. So I never did like them. Also, I've been allergic to them my entire life. So I kind of just thought cats were evil and didn't really want them near me, because they made me sneeze and get all puffy-eyed and stuff.
I tried so hard to not like them for you, but it didn't work.
Yeah. And y'all had been asking and praying on it. And then boom, we get a cat that I'm not allergic to.
Not even get a cat, okay? Abigail's best friend happened to have a blue Russian cat, which we've known forever, but she's never had a litter. And then she just happened to have a litter. And they just happened to be ready a week before Abby's birthday. So you can think it just happened, but I know that it was an answer to prayers.
It was.
That's
I believe
right.
it. I believe it.
And just look, not to boast, but I boast in the Lord,
Amen. Amen. I boast in the Lord. Look.
My Abby was praying for because some of her friends in the neighborhood had moved out, and she was praying for friends in the neighborhood. And not 2 weeks later, some little girl never seen before starts knocking on the door. What are the odds that, you know what I mean? A kid you've never met before, new to the neighborhood, would come knocking on your, you know what I
That's
mean?
right. That is a blessing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad y'all caught us live too. Hey, y'all stay safe. I love you guys. We love you. Much love. Brofist. We will catch you on the next one. God is great. God is good, y'all.
That's right.
Much love. And sorry if my cat put something in the chat. He's messing with my phone. And we will see you guys on the next one. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right, buddy. Oh, no. Okay.